Good afternoon, Hotline.
Hey, Mayor Graham.
Hey, what's up?
Well, you got to educate me on this big thing with Mr. Wright and everything.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, how come he left in the middle of a term like that? Is that something that is that just when the job opportunity came?
Well, I think everybody says it had something to do with changing deadlines on lobbying restrictions after the first of the year. So it may have been a more auspicious time.
Well, he said he's not going to lobby. He's going to work for a lobbying firm.
Well, I think
He's not going to lobby.
Well, I think there's a statutory prohibition on lobbying for a year after you leave office. So technically, he wouldn't be lobbying. He'd be doing consulting work, and then after the year is up, I think you can do lobbying. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. Nobody's ever solicited my help to do any lobbying.
No, you're probably not high on the list of lobbies.
See, I think that's what Trent Lott down in Mississippi, he got out too. And again, once you have been in office and obviously have pretty conversant in the issues and have a lot of contacts and know who everybody is,
right?
That knowledge and those political skills have some value.
I have no reason not to wish Mr. Wright the best. I think he did. I'm not sure about what job he did. I don't really know. All I know is the spending went through the roof, and he said he fought him, but didn't see much result of the fight. But anyway, that's okay. I think he's an honest man, and I wish him the best.
Okay.
Now, my next complaint is, why are we expected to just coronate this guy from Pulaski because his name is, what is it, Barclay, is it?
Barclay, yes.
Barclay. What is, I kind of resent that as a conservative Republican, being told that, oh, okay, we've already selected your man for you, here he is, he's in. I was hoping Dee Dee would get involved in it. I'd like to see her. I'm glad that Mr. Aubertine is running. I'm glad to see him run, and I wish him the best. But I really resent that they're telling us that here's your man, now go ahead and vote. We got the numbers. I mean, they're basically telling us that I don't know why we bother to have the election. Why don't we just change the names on the door?
Well, a lot of these races, they're decided on a playing field that's far beyond the town of Lyme or the city of Watertown or anywhere else. I mean, these are machinations that go on in Albany. This is a fight over control of the state Senate. Because if they can flip this seat, and so they're looking at it in Albany from that point of view, and we're just playing checkers back here in Watertown. We're looking at it like we just want to have a senator.
And my feeling is not a negative feeling about Mr. Barclay. It's just that I resent being told, and the Times is jumping right on it. I see that basically, they're running.
They're a long time.
I don't know why they're bothering to run it by us. I mean, I don't know.
The owners of the Times have been longtime family friends of the Barclays. There's a personal affinity there and respect for one another, and I think that certainly...
That's another reason to vote against Barclay, then, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. I don't like that kind of thing. I'd like to see some new blood. I'd like to see some young people. The Barclay family took part in New York State running itself into one of the highest taxed, lowest opportunity for our future of any state in the United States. And so what do? We pick the family again and coronate one of their sons? I'd rather not go down the same road. I'd rather see some new blood. And if it's Mr. Aubertine, it's Mr. Aubertine. I mean, I just resent that. Whatever. Maybe I'm taking it all wrong.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's a tough choice. It's one of these things where the vacancy occurs quickly. I mean, the players are already preordained in the case of...
Mr. Barclay might be the man for the job, but I just don't like the fact that in 72 hours we lost a state senator, and we might as well just it's a done deal who the next one is, and I don't like that.
Well, yeah, again, it's partly process here. A vacancy of a state legislative post midterm, the only way it can be filled is through a special election. Otherwise, it would just remain vacant for the end of the term, and nobody's going to allow that to happen. So there has to be a special election, which means the governor has to call it as soon as the vacancy occurs. Now, undoubtedly, I'm sure Senator Wright backdated his announcement against when he's actually leaving to provide the maximum amount of time for what he...
Oh, I don't think anybody did anything wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong.
I just wish they would talk to us. Mr. Wright, Mr. Barclay, we're the voters. You might want to run it by us, just kind of see if maybe, we think you're the man for the job, Well,
I'm sure in the case of both candidates they intend to do that, but the practical logistics of it mean you got to get out and get organized and get things going.
He's organized. He's all over town. You know, I mean, the Times has already got him in. I mean, I don't know. Hey, it's me. I'll try to educate myself better. Maybe I just don't have a good grasp on it.
Well, maybe we'll have them both on the hotline someday.
What's that? I'm sorry?
Maybe we'll have them both on the hotline.
Yeah, they'll come on. They'll come on. Hey, you have a good day, buddy.
All right, thank you.